Yes. Eyes are closed and find out the most comfortable posture and position of the body. So it is always good after we close eyes, look at the body, means awareness of the body, and then be aware of the space all around our physical body. And we are not in a hurry. We are not in a hurry. Means mind. Means we are working on the mind. Mind is not working on us. When the mind works on us, when we are in a hurry. So we are just aware of the body. That means the place, feeling of the body, and then posture and position. As such, there is no issues with it. You know that consciousness or real self is reflected, real self, if I say, is reflected in the senses, one, mind, two, intellect, three, the world, four, and that reflection is perceived as the world outside, five, and the next five neighbors. It is only the real self is real. The rest are reflection. So we claim reflection is me and mine. That is, once we recognize that they are reflection, not me and mine, we are already settled into meditation. So that is why we become comfortable and carefree. I'm trying to open up your not only intellect but also the mind so that we are fully conscious of that. So, why we want to be clear about the two. What is two? Content and container. Now let us look at what I see in the beginning, or in the last couple of sessions, I was saying be comfortable. And we have been doing, you look at the neck joint, feel the sensation, look deep inside the neck joint. But we understand that we have changed the direction of the mind from the world outside to inside. We experience the sensation, comfort, and steadiness. The entire world contained in the space which is a container. And when we look at the neck joint, that is also in the space. Inside there is also a space. So it is a common space inside or outside, so called the body. So we are using the reflection process more in today's meditation. So the space is everywhere. There is only one container, and that is the space. Then why you are saying that you move the mind from one space to the other? You know, that is our understanding. Oh, yes. And that is being comfortable. So, in being comfortable, you minimize reflections, lot of reflections of the mind. It has nothing to do with the world outside. It has basically to do with if I have say 50 work in my hand at this moment, so I have to pick up one after the other. So I leave the world as it is. Okay, I will look at you later. So let me look at within me. There is another point. Another point is also very important to understand and apply in your daily life. There is an option. What is option number one? That I have a stress, let me have a stress management. My house is not in order, let me put my house is in order. You see, so lot of Monday anxiety, Tuesday I have to go to clinic, third doctor, third day I have to take care of my profession. That is one option. And second option, you take care of the mind. This demands an understanding. So once we understand this and then you practice, it becomes comfortable. If you choose option 2, you are always comfortable. Oh, that seems quite interesting. And to be comfortable, we are using a physical mean. You look at the shoulder joint, look inside, and then change in experience, then conscious experience of sensation, comfort, and steadiness. So simple. So it becomes a play and fun because we added the knowledge. Don't forget what I said in the beginning. What I said? I said real self is reflected in the senses, in the mind, in the intellect, in the world. Oh, yes. So I use another tool. That is what I say being carefree. Now ask yourself what is reflected is different from ref. Who reflects? That is our first step. First, so what I say to you, you look at the space or darkness inside the forehead. Okay? So when I look inside, I see the darkness or the space. Yes, I see the darkness in the space. So keep your awareness and attention on the space. Yes, I will keep it. Now you will find out that you have many unwanted thoughts, feelings, and emotions. They are moving into your mind. But behind, the space remains constant, or emptiness remains constant. How do you say that it is constant? It is felt. Come on, the birds flying in the sky, but the sky remains untouched by it. So when I say it remains as it is, it means it remains unchanged. It is not a practice. We need to have an awareness. That is why many masters says meditation is effortless from practice to non-practice. You are already a seeker. Non-seeker have to understand when they do not have they have a strong identification with the body means reflection. Oh, then we have to employ many methods. But how long we have to continue with this method? How long we will remain in the fifth grade? We have already done it. So the knowledge part, knowledge and understanding is crucial in the journey of meditation. So now we are clear. I'm clear container and the content. So content is the thought, feeling, emotion. What kind of a thought? Good, bad, high, low, coupled, supported by I-ness. Okay, let it happen. So now see that in these three steps, if I say so, first step was place, position, posture. The clarity and understanding is required. Being comfortable, yes, we don't practice being comfortable, we enter into the comfort. How? By multitude of reflections to only few reflection. What is that few reflection? Sensation, comfort, and steadiness. That is also reflection. Understand, my friend, Eastern wisdom says you are real self. Meditation is a journey where you prove that you are real self. So proving is a process, is a method, or having the steps. And then we are carefree, free from all the cares of the mind, as I used to suggest in the previous meditative sessions. So I made it clear that space acts like a container and the thought, feeling, and emotions are moving. Let them come and go. You have not to worry about any content. Now, can we find out the same six neighbors with reference to the container and content? The world outside is the first neighbor. I said world outside the body. So just be aware. So when I am aware of the so-called world, consciousness must surround the world or must surround the world. Without consciousness, without it, I cannot say. Without it, I cannot say or know or understand the world. Oh, the container. Now we are talking container. That is consciousness is there everywhere. You see, we are going very into a deeper way. Oh yes, I know the wall. So if the wall is not surrounded by the consciousness, I cannot know that this is the wall. Oh, that is why I know the world. Yes. So I forget the consciousness, but I remember the world of people, relations, things, objects. That is reflection. Oh. Now, it becomes very easy for you to reflect in the same way. Physical body is the second neighbor. Neighbor is one who may be very close, dear, and near to me, but still, neighbor is separate and different from me. I cannot be the neighbor. Not very difficult to be aware that the second neighbor is the content and the container is the space. And that space is nothing but the awareness, and awareness is the space. Hmm? Space is awareness. Yes, take it. What is that? If I'm aware of the space, what it means, the awareness is surrounding that space. So awareness is the space and space is awareness. Same thing with the neighbor 3. Neighbor 3 is the energy body. Without the space, you cannot have the movement of the breath and the movement of the energy in the body. Oh, yes. We have to I have to prove it again and again to see if the mind is ready to change. And the fourth neighbor is the mind. We have already done in being sensation, comfort, and steadiness, and also in being carefree. Oh, that is mind. So, what happens? I know the reflection, impulsive nature, that is also a reflection, and peace is also a. So those people who say control the mind to have the peace, when you control, the mind will repel. It is the same mind that will reflect the peace and the calmness. It is the same mind reflecting the impulsive nature. That is the so we are going away from that impulsive nature. We are rising in consciousness. That is the right word to empty the mind. How? By the fifth neighbor. What is the fifth neighbor? Intellect and the I thought. How? Question comes how? Okay, a thought comes to the mind. I thought recognizes. I thought recognizes. Intellect knows. What it knows? Oh, the thought and the space. What happens? The thought is dropped. Bhai, I am conscious of a thought. I am conscious of the space. So, moment any thought comes, I am aware of the space all around. Does it make a sense? And then we have the sixth neighbor. The first obstruction, that is the ignorance. Ignorance means I do not know when it is still present here. It is still present here and now in our journey. How come you say, yes, I'm conscious? That means it is present. I'm conscious means consciousness. It appears very complex, but it is very simple. But this needs to be reflected again and again and again and again and again. When that happens, we reach to that state of awakening in the mind. So when I say the first step is place, position, and so-called posture. So through awareness, we find a suitable place, we correct the position. According to our constitution of the body, we find a proper posture, and we do not forget the space is the container. While place, position, and posture are contents. Let me make it very easy to understand because it will help us to calm down our mind. Like a cup of tea. Oh, yes. Cup is the container and the tea is the content. And they are separate but related. That is the problem of ignorance. It is related, it causes the attachment. It causes the attachment and delusion and foolishness, leads to suffering. Clear. So when we are clear, so we stay in that state. So when I say we stay in that state means what? I'm constantly aware of the space all around. That helps me to maintain the position and the posture. Or not by the so many physical postures. No, at the time of the meditation. Good. So let us move further. So not only we are understanding, with that understanding, with eyes closed and you are aware of the place, position, and the posture. Let us be aware of the comfort and being carefree again in a deeper way. Comfort is the knowledge based, not the body based. So when I said this, understand and experience that it is knowledge based, it is not body based. And being carefree is also the knowledge based. What is knowledge? Consciousness. What is consciousness? Awareness. So I'm aware of the thoughts coming and going. I'm aware. I'm aware in comfortable what? I'm aware. Comfortable means that I have changed the direction of the mind. When you change the direction, the state of the mind also changes. So, can we say that no thought touch me? No thought, no thought touch me. What it means? It does not touch the space. What it means? It does not touch awareness. But without awareness, you cannot recognize any thought. We are going very deep. You do not recognize any thought. So, what it means? Consciousness is related, but not, remember that, but not one, are different. That much is required, not only during the practice, but it is required all the time. I see you. How? Sense organ. I. Very good. But I don't forget that awareness, that consciousness is there behind seeing you. I don't get absorbed into the eyes. Why? Because then it will mind jumps there. Mind says this is what I want you to do. Oh my God. So now what I said, Consciousness is related, but not one with anything in the world that I see, that I know, that I experience. They are different. So the consciousness in the external world, I am conscious and the body. When I say I'm conscious of the body, it appears as if they are one. I am conscious or I am aware, and the energy or the breath. This is the meaning of focus on the breath. Basically we try to understand from the modern psychology focus on the breath. No, it is not exactly an effort. Focus and breath is an effort, but it is according to Eastern wisdom, not based on psychology, modern psychology. Then mind and I'm conscious and the mind. What does it mean by the mind here? The thoughts and feelings, sensation. I am and the ignorance. So now in that state we come to the mantra. So in the last session we said what are the components of the mantra. Mantra is the word. Michael, where are you? Michael is a word, and then it addresses some human being that is an image of that word and the place. Michael is not here, and if I keep on saying Michael, Michael, where are you? It doesn't work that way. So we want to deepen this. Mantra is Om Namah Shivaya. Just say a couple of times mentally Om Namah Shivaya so that you check the mind and the mental state. Is the mind saying Om Namah Shivaya gently with a pause, or it is saying in a hurry? Both are okay. So you recognize the mental state at this moment. So, Namah Shivaya. So you have discovered your rhythm and place. Place is nothing but the space, and the space is all pervading. So, image, you can see or become aware of the image anywhere inside your forehead, inside your rib cage, or the back, in front, anywhere. It also pertains to the smile, not making any effort. So we have a place wherever the mind goes. So it will be distraction. No. We have Om Namah Shivaya in the image. Krishna says you have realized the real self wherever the mind goes, wherever the mind goes, it perceives the real self. Here, it perceives the image. How come? That is what we have already understood. That space, that consciousness is all pervading. We have to prove it. So, what should we just start with? Om consciously Namah Shivaya. And you see that image saying Om Namah Shivaya. And the location. You can recognize the location. That is good. You don't recognize the location, that is also good. Because very saying makes us aware. Om Namah Shivaya. You're saying it mentally. So basically, we have three challenges. The very big, we experience the discomfort in the body. So the body, in a way, challenges us. Or if we are able to maintain the steadiness in the body, that is one challenge. But out of the first challenge comes the second discomfort. Feeling is in the mind, it is a distraction. And the third challenge, if we continue the meditation, mind starts falling into unconscious habitual tendency of becoming unconscious. Three basic challenges. So, discomfort, if it is extremely discomfort, the mind does not want us to continue. So, we can change the posture. Extreme step. Second step, the mind wants to falling into sleep. Not possible. We cannot have a luxury for the mind to fall into sleep because we can succeed in meditation only in the waking state. So it comes because sometime of the laziness, sometime because of emotions and etc. And the third reason is the distractions. When you're saying Om Namah Shivaya, another thought jumps. So we have to be aware and check. We have done, we have said. Continue with Om Namah Shivaya. Om consciousness or the space. Namaha. You are dropping all the six neighbors. Shiva, image of the Shiva. We should have something to hold upon. So we have Om Namah Shivaya, the mantra. We have an image to transcend the mind. aware of the three challenges and you meet those challenges. We don't avoid it. Consciousness. Very clear. Six neighbors. Dissolved. Dropped. Content. Shiva. Shiva consciousness. as if we are closely aware of the three factors. Body discomfort, I don't see that you have. Mind starts either falling down into unconsciousness, or on a given day we may have many distractions. So we follow being carefree and we get rid of it. We are falling if into unconsciousness. In the we can change the rate of the breathing, rate and rhythm of the breath. Maybe a couple of times we may have deep, silent, and slow, and then we return to the normal. So this way